So I'll give you a second just to write anything down if you want to, and then I'll kind of go through, from a foundation point of view, what we've been doing and what we're looking to do over the next season, kind of moving forward with our Women and Girls programme, and just a little bit more about the foundation in general. Has anybody heard of the foundation just before we...
Have I heard?
Heard about it, yeah. Yes, you've heard. I know a few people have and a few people haven't. So the foundation is the charitable arm of Saracens. Basically, we go out into the community and deliver programmes based on what the needs are within the community. So we run a whole range of different programmes, from going into prisons to working with community rugby clubs to get more people down to clubs, to dance programmes for over 50s, looking at working with groups with disabilities. So there's quite a whole range of things we do. I think we have 32 projects that are currently running, with over 25 officers that are out in the community delivering on a weekly basis. So there's always opportunities to kind of get involved with what we're doing. So just give you a bit of background on the Women and Girls area. We started around January time looking at what we were doing within Women and Girls, and we looked and said actually we could be doing so much more within this area. So we came together as a club. Obviously you've seen a few different representatives across different programmes and areas within the club, and said, you know, what can we be doing together to create more opportunities for community clubs, to be using our role models that we have and our expertise that we have as a foundation, going out and delivering projects that are going to be having an impact. So we came up with this really simple goal for Women and Girls, is we're looking to transform, can you see this? I just feel like I'm standing in front of you and you can't see it. Right, transform the landscape of female sport by addressing gender inequalities. When we were doing our research, there was a lot of information that came up about the lack of female representation within things like coaching, or actually we know at the moment that there is more men than women playing, and so these are all the things that we're looking to address and how we go about it. I'm going to go back and forth to press buttons and how we can do that. So we've broken it down and said actually for our projects what we're looking to do is either look at growth and participation to get more people at community clubs, and also looking at leadership and self-development. So how can we help people within clubs, whether that's coaches, whether that's players, whether that's management within clubs, develop what they're trying to do and what they're trying to deliver. So we're looking at addressing social inequalities and barriers. There might be reasons that people aren't engaging with community clubs. It could be things down to travel, it could be down to perception that rugby is quite a male-dominated sport and maybe not for them. So that we look at them kind of barriers that people face entering in the sport. We're also, as we've spoken about and Laura spoke about earlier, is around our role models, and we have so many inspiring women here. We're very lucky that we obviously have access to these players, and what we're looking to do, and I'll go on to the project in a second, is we've managed to secure some funding for our first project, which is going to start in September, and there's a really good opportunity for you guys to be putting some players forward to be part of this exciting new programme. And obviously we want to build sustainable partnerships. We want to be working closely with clubs. We want you to be speaking to us regularly about what you need. Am I speaking really fast, by the way? Regularly about what you guys need, so that actually I'm so excited. Actually about what you guys need, so we can react and make sure that we're delivering what you want, and we're not going off on a tangent and saying actually we think this is a really good idea, but everyone's sitting there going. So brilliant, perfect. So as we've spoken about, we've got strengths in the fact that we have 2 elite female sports teams here, so within the rugby and netball. And what we're doing with our new programme is looking to combine both. So there'll be an opportunity that runs across 2 different sports. And our big thing that we were looking at this project, if she can see it, she can be it. So if you have them role models in place and people have someone to look up to and can talk to and learn from, actually that's the best place for us to be in. So we've looked at this, as we were saying, when we were doing our, just a bit of facts and information, when we were doing our research into why we want to do what we're doing, 25%, so in nearly half the UK publicly funded NGBs, less than a quarter of their board are women. So we know already there's not representation for women within these organisations. 10% of positions of coaching positions in high performance community are held by women, so 90% are not. So the first project that we're looking to do is based around mentoring and how we can get girls that are already at clubs or in positions of leadership within clubs, mentored by people that are already living it, that are already experiencing it, and actually going out and learning from different people and having that opportunity and access. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to run a mentoring programme. We've got 10 spaces that are going to be allocated for women's rugby and 5 spaces that are going to be allocated for netball. And what will happen is over the course of a year, your young person that you refer to be on this programme will be mentored by a player. We will also have a number of workshops that will run across the year, which I will go into a bit more detail in a bit. But they'll be looking at developing them as individuals, so whether it's their personal skills and attributes, or looking at kind of the more business side, or how clubs operate and how they can feed back and then support your clubs in growing and being obviously the best that we can be for women and girls within your clubs. So as I said, we're looking at 15 elite sportswomen, either across rugby and netball, and 15 young girls across the local community sports, so whether that's within rugby and netball. The ages we're looking at currently is 16 to 25, so it will be kind of your under 18s to your women's, receiving one-on-one mentoring, and also as part of this programme we'll be looking at every participant, whether they're a mentor or mentee, gaining a qualification, so actually people coming away with something tangible from it. At this point, I don't want to release all the names that we've got potentially that are going to be mentors on the programme, but Tamara was actually, you spoke about a little bit earlier, she is one of our mentors on this programme, so we do have some really people from great backgrounds, great knowledge within the sport that are going to come and bring so much to the programme. So what we're going